today, and he's giving a report of Benue that, thank God, Benue is peaceful. Now, I think I haven't had any crisis in Benue for a while, and it's commendable if this guy and other things he's saying, if they're actually true, right? Here.
If our basket was not full, to ensure that we fill it up to capacity. So we've done a lot of farm yields. We're quite good on the front lines of security as well. There are a few skirmishes here and there, but at a very large scale, we are good. We're quite good. However, having briefed Mr. President, I just reminded him that, we have 23 local governments. The relative peace is being enjoyed at all the local governments now. Up to 2-3 local governments where skirmishes persist somewhat. We need to give very close attention so that we get rid of all the skirmishes completely. And again, this is we've got some alerts on flood. The river requires some dredging. I know the federal government is working around that and trying to see what can be put to create effectivity on the dredging. So the federal government is already on that. Oftentimes in the rainy season, when we get some alerts like what we have now, that the dam at Cameroon might be releasing some high volumes of water, there is some anxiety of the flooding. Even without the release from the dam, there was some bit of flooding, but this year was way much less. We have our apparatus in place. We've created a lot of awareness, and we'll continue to do that. It's our hope that what we would experience from the release from this Cameroonian dam, a number of measures shall be taken down the road to see, one, how the dredging goes, and then secondly, how our internal preparedness also would go towards this.
That's the reason why I actually played you the video. It seems to be one governor that is talking about the Lagdo Dam that will be released soon. Talking about them being prepared. I don't know how true that is, but he's the only guy that said something on that when I was looking that up, saying that they have raised the awareness among the people of Benue because there's been some anxiety. Yeah, of course now. And it should go back to Joe Wallet. If you witness the flooding of 2 years ago, definitely, if you hear that they are going to do it again this year, you will be a little bit anxious, right? So I don't know how prepared they are, but he mentioned it, which quite is impressive. Somebody said that it's the cultism and what have you clashes that they are facing in Benue State now. But problem no they finish. It's unfortunate, isn't it? Problem no they finish in that contraption. But this particular one, raising awareness and then preparing to evacuate people and stuff like that, if indeed he is doing that, then, and he also went to go and see Tinubu for it. So that simply means that he is proactive. Because me, I have been raising the alarm here. And if those who have the power, the authority to really help the people are also doing something about it, I mean, I can forgive him of other things. It simply means that he is proactive and he probably will be saving lives whenever the Lagdo Dam water is released. And if Benue should by any means experience this massive flooding in the coming days, so that means they are prepared and they will likely be saving a lot of lives as well. So impressive. Others, this is not so impressive for the people of Yaba, Ayetoro community in Yaba, that the Lagos state government have started demolishing their houses because they want to take over their land. This happened 2 days ago in Lagos.
Don't be surprised, this is not markets. Lagos state government has rendered these people homeless. These are citizens of Lagos State. These are citizens of Lagos State. Lagos State government just rendered them homeless. Right now, most of these people here don't have anywhere to sleep tonight. Like yesterday at the news channels TV yesterday, they said they don't know anything about this, but they come here with their soldiers, brutalize us. In fact, many were injured. Now these people are homeless. You can see right now. Look at where people park their load. This is Ayetoro community, Ebutemeta, Yaba, LCDA. This is it. Can you see? Just see. Now these people are homeless right now. They are homeless. Look at, where are they going to stay now? We don't know. This is what Lagos state government and federal government is doing to us.
See that massive number? That is not a market in Lagos. Those are people who have been chased out of their homes and their homes demolished in Lagos. And you know, when they demolish homes like that in Lagos, it's because they've taken over the land. Some people are coming in to take over their lands. And then, yeah, you can go to wherever you want. No amount of documents will kind of save you. That's how it goes. That's how it kind of works in that place. But take a look at that number. That's massive. Children inclusive, right? Homeless. Anyway, the next one now is about the social media and its influence, where the successive criminal politicians in Nigeria have only one single threat, they believe, and that is social media. The social media has made it more difficult for these guys to get away with a lot of lies that their normal conventional media usually get away with. And because of that, they've made so much effort to control it. You can't control what you never created, unfortunately. So they organized a seminar or a gathering on why the social media, rather than trying to control it or end it, the people in government should learn how to, use that as a means of communicating with the people, because it's like a marketplace. All of us are here. I am here. A lot of millions of other people are here trying to kind of do their thing, and everybody is talking and talking. But the criminal politicians in Nigeria believes that the social media has given us a power to bully them. Imagine, Nigerian politicians believe that social media is bullying them, and therefore they wanted to make laws to punish anyone who has such influence on social media. I don't know. So Shehu Sani was there, kind of like spoke on that.
As a result of the activities of these cyber criminals, there are technological facilities that are available to other countries for which we are banned as a country and as a people. So what those people do affects the reputation, the character, and integrity of almost everybody. There are some social media handles you will go, and they offer some facilities of financial rewards to some other nations. They will say that your country is not one of it. A nation of about 224 million people. And unfortunately, when things like this happen, it doesn't restrict itself to the people who are involved. So, what do we do as a country when we are faced with this? The approach are two. The first one is the prosecution which the EFCC has been statutorily empowered to do. No. So what we need to know, despite they knew how to defraud and collect money and do these things here, but they don't know that it has a long-term effect in their own history life. So my emphasis strongly is that the way we rehabilitate militants, the way we rehabilitate terrorists in northeastern part of Nigeria, and I believe that that is an issue, even though it will be difficult, because when you see a young man of 16, 17 riding some of the most expensive cars, buying houses, because these are things which as a young man, you think you will get it in 60, 40, 50 years. Now he's getting it at the age of 17, 18. So no matter what it is, we have a law that takes care of it. But we should do everything possible to see how this country that is so richly blessed can utilize technology and the opportunity that avails in the cyberspace. The National Assembly to regulate the social media. The first one happened in the 8th Senate, where a senator from Kebbi State, in the person of my friend Senator Bala Ibn Allah, submitted a proposal before the Senate for the regulation of the social media. But as a result of civil objection and protest from the general public, the Senate was compelled to stand down that bill. The second attempt was under the Ahmed Lawan's National Assembly, where two senators from Niger State made a proposal. Sani and Sabi made a proposal for a bill to regulate the social media. And from their own, from the content of that bill, you can see that they posited that the social media has become the source of cyberbullying, misinformation, and also a tool for the stabilization of the country. But you can't imagine a country without social media in the 21st century. We have seen in some countries where there were interventions to regulate seriously the social media. Brazil has banned X, and Australia itself has made an intervention on restricting the social media. But the question is, this is the only tool to hold the leaders accountable. Social media has become a people's parliament, where people can freely express themselves, and you can see changes in place. But like one of the person who made the speech here, he said there are a good side of it and the bad side of it. The bad side of social media is that it is a source for misinformation. It has also become a tool for cyberbullying, and people have become mentally addicted to it, and so many things that are attached to it. And nowadays, we are struggling to pull our kids out of the phones which we bought for them. On the other good side of it is that it is a strong weapon for advocacy and activism. You can't imagine the way the country is run in the last 25 years if there is no social media. During the military time, for us to organize a protest, we have to print leaflets, meet in the night, reach out to people, knock on doors, and then appoint to meet at a certain point. But today you create a WhatsApp group, and that's why you can see the June 12th protest in 1993 was not as impactful as the NSAS and the NBAG governance protests, because the two protests were protests that benefited from the availability of social media.
Anyway, thank you, Sha. So it was there trying to pretend to want to be like a balance it and all that. The bottom line is that they were all talking about how influential the social media has become, and it has come to stay. So effort to try to control it is always going to be rebuffed. The least you can do is to say, I will ban it here and there. Nobody can ban social media anywhere. People will still access it because it is social. It is the public people's parliament, as we said. And to those of us who are using it for the public good, exposing the rot and holding the legs of the criminals, ruining people's lives in that contraption to fire, we will continue to use it for that. As for a tool of misinformation, who is that person that will determine an information is a misinformation? How do you even judge an information as misinformation, other than when you say an information that you don't want people to know, something that you don't want people to know that you did or happening, and then we make it public. So it's that you that will tell us that what we just released to the public is fake and it's misinformation. Who is that person to tell us what information is right and what information is wrong? Is it those that are doing everything to bury their own criminality? Or those of us that want to keep all those criminality public, right? So going forward, I saw a video where Tinubu was talking about your hunger in Nigeria. I don't know if you've seen this. I'm going to do some piece on this tomorrow, though, but just a bit of that.
Thus, agriculture, that is the main thing. People say, oh, we are hungry. Yes, I understand that. But we cannot just take a free bowl. We must work hard. We've sustained 25 years of democracy this year. We don't want to keep the people hungry and angry. But we say, be patient. There is no free beer parlor anymore. We will retool and rebuild the Nigerian economy. I assure you, with your cooperation. I thank you very, very much.
Nuisance, Lele.
Talking about. I said I'm going to do a piece on that. He had a meeting, or he had some guys with him where he said a lot of nonsense today. But the program was almost started, right? And I couldn't really put them as part of the program this evening. So I'm going to go get more on that and then analyze it, right? And bring it to you. One of them is this, from what other nonsense he said is this particular one, where he said, I didn't come here to come and because of money.
And I can tell you, I didn't come to look for money. That's the situation. I came to work. I asked for the votes. And they gave it to me.
Nuisance, Lele.
Somebody gave you the votes, call you, okay? So he said, I didn't come here because of money. I came here to work. Right. Anyway, to everyone who has been part of this this evening, we are not taking calls this evening, okay? Probably we'll do that maybe tomorrow. Because I really, really want to start getting ready for their show in tomorrow and others too. So thanks so much for spending your evening with me again. Please, as we are all signing out this moment, just make sure that you do like the broadcast, okay? Like it, share it. And to those who joined us maybe late, you can possibly watch this from the start again, okay? And the rest of us, Good night. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary politico.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Àyè.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré. ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran